Hi, welcome to Art Recycled with Mrs. Hollemeyer. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to draw this kind of enlarged cat face. You can see we can't really see the borders of the cat's face. This is kind of like a close-up, right where the eyes and the nose are. And we're going to use Crayon Resist. That's a technique where we use crayons, we color real hard, and then we paint over it with watercolor paint, and the watercolor paint separates right off of the wax. This one's a little bit older, so this cat kind of looks gray, but today we're gonna make a black cat, great for October and November and those fall times of year. So let's get started. All right, to get started with our cat's face, the first thing I'm gonna draw is the nose. Now looking at this one, remember boys and girls, don't be afraid to draw really big because this is a close-up of the cat's face. So I'm gonna draw an upside down triangle right here in the center of the page, but I'm not gonna draw it too small. I'm kind of going big on purpose, right? So as I draw my upside down triangle though, I kind of start with a curved line like that, and then I'm gonna curve the edges of my triangle like this. So they're not exactly pointed, they're a little bit round to make it look more like a cat nose, right? The next thing I'm gonna draw are the eyes. And for my kindergartners, I know that this can be kind of hard. So kindergartners, I'm gonna tell my older kids that the eyes are kind of a football shape. If you look at this, it's pointed at two ends. Kindergartners, if what you end up drawing is just an oval, that's okay. Our cats don't have to look exactly the same. What I'm gonna do though, is I'm gonna start here at the edge of the nose and I'm gonna go straight up. But then as I get about halfway between the nose and the top of the paper, I'm gonna curve this out. And really where this line is now going is it's kind of shooting kind of up to that corner. And then this is the hard part, getting the other side to look the same. And sometimes when things don't look exactly symmetrical, kids can get really upset. Just try your best. It's part of learning how to draw. I'm gonna turn this now and you'll see mine isn't even exactly symmetrical. Kind of like I'm trying to go out to that corner. I'm gonna go a little ways here and then I'm gonna stop. So now this looks like a rounded pointing down triangle and it's got these two lines that go straight up and then they turn and they start to go towards this corner and this corner. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna touch here, right where this kind of starts to curve. And this is where my older kids, the shape that you're kind of aiming for is kind of like a football. So I'm gonna touch here, go down, and swoop up until I hit here. So again, where this starts to curve, I'm gonna come down, swoop up, and touch here. Now, if that's too hard, sometimes what my kindergartners end up doing is sometimes we have our rounded triangle nose. And by the way, older kids, you can do this too. If you want to do this version of it, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's almost easier for them to not do these lines or they just kind of go straight up like this. And then they draw me an oval like this. They just make an oval touch that line. And if that's easier for you, you wanna do it that way, that's totally okay. You can just erase and try to do it this way. Make sure that your eyes are big enough for your nose though. You know, I told you to draw your nose nice and big, then you don't want these itty bitty eyes against this big nose. So here we go, we got our cat, right? Now once you have your cat nose and your cat eyes, if you drew that line, you can take that line and extend it out a little bit if you want to, or you don't have to if you don't want to. And then I'm gonna draw the inner part of the eye. So inside the eye here, there's really a circle, but we don't see the top and the bottom of the circle because the cat's eyelid is kind of cutting off the top and the bottom of the circle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw a circle here, and then a circle here. And again, it's hard to get them the same size. You just try your best. If one's a little bigger than the other one, it's okay. That's natural that happens. And then inside of this, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna draw another football shape, but this football shape is going to be going up and down, not sideways like this one. So once you have these circles on the inside of the cat's eye, you're gonna touch up here, curve down, and then just so that you know you're gonna color that in black later, sometimes it helps to just color that part in with your pencil. Gonna come over here, I'm gonna try to get them the same size. It's okay if they're not. If it's just easier for you to draw an oval here, skinny oval there in the eye, that's okay too. Sometimes that's easier, and that's all right. And as you can see, mine isn't even perfectly symmetrical. This one's a little bigger than that one. Oh well, I just move on. So now what I'm gonna do is above this, I'm gonna draw some kind of free eyebrows for my kitty. So I'm gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once I've done that, then inside the nose here, I'm gonna draw 2 nostrils. And all these are upside down U's. So I'm gonna touch here, kind of make a half circle or an upside down U, and then touch here, make another half circle or an upside down U. Again, I'm gonna try to get them the same size. If they're not, no big deal. Tried my best. And I'm gonna color them in with my pencil just because that kind of tells me that later on, these little half circles are gonna be colored in black. Okay. Once I have those colored in, then I'm gonna make the mouth of my cat. And this does not have to go all the way to the bottom of the page. It can if you want it to. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a straight line like this. And then you kind of have to judge how long you want it in comparison with the size of the nose. But then I'm gonna draw 2 lines, one that kind of goes out like this, and one that kind of goes out like that. As you can see, it looks like an upside down Y. Then I'm going to make some polka dots that kind of are gonna start off my cat's whiskers, sort of. And by the way, boys and girls, you know, if I ever go too fast, you can just stop the video and catch up. And then I'm gonna start anywhere in this area, and I'm gonna draw these long lines that shoot almost to the side of the page. 3 on one side, 3 on the other. Now, if you're drawing a good size, you see how this cat's face almost takes up the entire page. The whiskers almost go to the sides, the eyebrows are at the top of the page, and the nose is directly in the center. The hardest thing about this project, kids, is getting everything big. Getting young kids to go big is kind of hard. So remember, it's okay to go bigger than what you're used to drawing. Now, once you figure out that you have your cat's face the way that you like it, the next part is you're gonna take a Sharpie marker or a black crayon. Don't take a Crayola marker, because if we paint with watercolor paint, that's gonna bleed or spread. Take something that won't spread with water, and you're gonna trace over all your lines with black. Where are you colored in with pencil? That's where you're gonna take your black crayon or your black Sharpie, and you're gonna color that in. There we go, boys and girls. And there's my cat's face, and it's all Sharpie. So now the next step is you're gonna get basically 3 colors of crayons. You're gonna get a white, a lime green, or it could be a yellow, or a pink for the nose, and a pink for the nose. So the first thing I'm gonna take is a white crayon. And kids are like, white crayon? Why are we coloring with white crayon on white paper? Well, again, when you paint over the crayon, if you color nice and hard with black paint, it should just separate right off. So here we go. I'm gonna take my white crayon, and I'm gonna color this part of the eye really hard, this outer part on the side. Notice I'm not coloring inside that circle. And this part. Trying to get all the white space in there real good. And then this inner part, I'm gonna color lime green or yellow. Kind of make my cat's eyes look like they're glowing once I paint them black. Again, white crayon. And then this inner part, I'm gonna color lime green. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna color in with crayon is the nose, and it's gonna be pink. Okay, now that I've colored everything in nice and hard, and I color pretty hard because I want it to be really waxy. That's what crayons are made of, and that's what the water in the watercolor paint doesn't like. I'm gonna take my watercolor paints, and I'm gonna find my black paint, and I'm gonna add a lot of water to it. So I've got my water cup, I got my brush, I'm gonna add a couple of scoops of water in there, and I'm gonna stir. So now, boys and girls, the last step is to basically paint the entire paper black. And so now watch this. If you have enough water in the watercolor paint and you colored really hard with the wax, look at that. The watercolor paint is gonna run right off of what you colored. Now you could paint over it if you wanted to, if you colored really hard. Otherwise, sometimes I just tell my kindergarten students kind of go around the edge like this. And then if they accidentally, do go over the eye or something like that, again, the Crayon Resist should work and just push the black paint right off. So if you don't want to go over your nose or over your eyes, you don't have to. It's just kind of a safeguard. If you accidentally do go into them, the Crayon Resist is gonna push that black paint. You can see it's doing it right there a little bit, right off. I'm gonna paint this whole thing. There we go. And there is my painted cat's face. Now I know my black Sharpie lines disappeared a little bit when I painted it, but remember when this dries, it's gonna dry lighter than how it looks right now. And so then those black light Sharpie lines are probably gonna show back up. So boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you like your black cat, and I'll see you next time on Art Recycled.